It is not life that weighs us down, but the thoughts we choose to carry. Darío agreed to carry 3 bags to the village. One single thought made him run, and that turn cost him more than any coin. It cost him his future. Darío lived in a small town of dusty streets and humble houses. He was young, with calloused hands and an honest gaze that hid no malice. He wasn't lazy. He wasn't perfect. He was simply someone who went out every day looking for work, accepted whatever he could find, and returned home with just enough to cook a simple meal. He would heat a soup, break a piece of bread, sit alone at an empty table, and before sleeping, he would stare at the ceiling, imagining a life just a little kinder to him, because he believed he was kind to life. Once, Darío had a steady job, keeping accounts in a small loan office. It didn't last long. One day, they asked him to alter a record to overcharge a struggling family. He said no. They told him to leave, and he did. That decision didn't give him money, but it gave him something he valued even more: the ability to sleep with a clear conscience. That particular day, Darío found no work. He walked from street to street, from shop to shop, hearing the same words in different voices. "We don't need your services today." On his way home, shoulders heavy, he heard a tired, exhausted voice behind him. "Is there anyone who can help me carry something?" Darío turned around. An elderly man, thin yet upright, stood holding 3 canvas bags that nearly touched the ground. "Can I help you?" Darío asked. "I need to reach the village on the hill," the old man said. "I can carry 2 bags, but the third is too much for me. If you carry it for me, I'll pay you 3 gold coins." Darío accepted. The moment he lifted the bag, the weight pulled him forward. "It's very heavy," Darío murmured. "They're bronze coins," the old man replied casually. Darío adjusted the cord on his shoulder. It dug into his skin, but he nodded, and they began to walk. The road passed humble gardens, a loose chicken here and there. The sun was still gentle, and the air smelled of wet earth. Darío noticed the old man watching him from the corner of his eye. "He thinks I might run," Darío thought. "I'm not that kind of person." They reached a fast-moving river. Darío stepped in without hesitation and crossed carefully. When he turned back, the old man stood frozen on the bank. "I can't cross with 2 bags," the old man said. "If I try, the water will knock me down." "Will you take another one? I'll give you 3 more coins." Darío accepted. The moment he lifted the second bag, the old man raised a trembling hand. "Promise me you won't run." "Why would I?" Darío replied, hurt. "Because there's silver here," the old man said quietly, "and silver clouds many people's eyes." Darío held his gaze. "Don't confuse me with others. I didn't come to take anything. I came to earn my pay." He crossed again, water biting at his shins. On the other side, he breathed deeply. He wasn't only carrying weight, he was carrying the image the old man had of him. And that weight didn't slow him down, it made him walk straighter. The path turned uphill. The ground crunched beneath his worn shoes. When the old man stopped at the foot of the hill, he said, "This is as far as I go. If I try to climb, I'll lose my breath." "Give it to me," Darío replied without hesitation. The old man's voice grew serious. "This one carries gold. If you run, I won't be able to catch you." Darío's lips tightened. "I already told you who I am. I lost a job for refusing to lie. I won't lose myself for a few coins. Give it to me." The old man handed over the third bag. "Go ahead," he said. "I'll follow slowly." Darío placed all 3 bags on his shoulders and began the climb. The sun burned hotter now. Sweat rolled down his neck. A stone slipped into his shoe. He didn't stop. A woman watched from a window. A child pointed. A dog barked once, then lay back down. Halfway up the hill, a thought appeared. Small, quiet. If I run now, he won't catch me. Darío shook his head. No, he whispered. He took 5 more steps. The thought returned, louder. Just this once. Pay your debts. Buy better clothes. Fill your table. No one gets hurt. You deserve it. No, Darío said again. His breathing grew heavy. His heart pounded. The stone dug deeper into his foot. Then another voice appeared, soft, convincing. This isn't greed, it's justice for your effort. Take advantage. Darío stopped. The old man was no longer visible. Only insects, only his heartbeat. Keep going, Darío told himself. Don't negotiate with yourself. The path bent, and the hilltop came into view. A cool breeze touched his face, and the thought became an image. His house, the sacks opening, warm light spilling across the table, laughter, a good meal, a good bed, a life finally easier. Darío froze. The image was tempting, and it was a lie. If I run, Darío whispered. He took 3 fast steps, then 5, then he ran. His body remembered the freedom of childhood. The bag slammed against his ribs. His lungs burned. At the entrance to the village, he slowed down. No one stopped him. No one asked. Inside his home, he dropped the bags onto the table. Everything looked the same, yet everything felt different. He opened the first sack. Stones. The second. Stones. The third. Stones. His chest tightened. At the bottom of the sack, he found a folded paper. He read, I was not looking for a strong man, but for an honest one. If you had reached the end of the road with me, you would have shared my roof, my table, and my future. If you are reading this far from me, you chose to run and lost more than coins. Darío collapsed into a chair. It wasn't gold that changed him. It was a thought he fed. Thought became impulse. Impulse became action. Because habits begin with a sentence we choose to believe. That night, Darío placed his hand on the table and said aloud, I will not run against myself again.